Today we're going to talk about the switch Endstop for the MKS Gen version 1.4. This switch Endstop basically completes a circuit. So what we need to know is where to install it. And what we have here are Endstops. So to start with, we have our X-min, we have our X-max, our Y-min, our Y-max, our Z-min, and our Z-max. Now each one of these has pins running across in parallel. So the first row at the top is positive. The next row, being the middle, is negative or ground. And the last row at the bottom is signal. So to connect this, we need to connect to the ground and signal. So in this case, these are marked red and black, but that doesn't matter. We're going to go with black on the ground and red for signal. And when we complete a circuit, it should reach the end stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the USB so that we can program it with the Marlin Firmware. So the big end is going to go to the computer, or excuse me, the 3D motherboard, and the small end is going to go to the computer. So in a moment, I'll show you in Marlin how we're going to load the firmware. Okay, we're going to open up Marlin-bugfix-2.0.x. We're then going to open up the Marlin subfolder. Then we're going to open up the source folder. And then we're going to open up the core folder. Inside here, we want to open up boards.h. And what we're going to do is we're going to search on MKS. And the board that we're looking for is board_MKS_Gen_13. So we're going to copy this. We're going to close out of here. We're then going to go up a directory, then another directory, and then we're going to open up marlin.ino. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to select the configuration.h tab. We're going to do a search on motherboard, and we're going to highlight board_ramps_14_EFB. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paste what we just copied. So it's going to be board_MKS_Gen_13. The next thing we want to do is search on Endstop. And what we have here are Endstop settings. So currently, these three are selected as ones we can use. These three down here are commented out, but if we chose to use them, all we'd have to do is remove the comment. But for now, we're going to skip that. Then we have something for what's known as pull-up stops, or excuse me, end stop pull-ups. What happens is sometimes your pin will be in a float state. So if you measure it with a multimeter, you might see that it's 0.9 volts. This helps prevent it. So you can enable it to get around that issue. Then down here, this is more about the pull-ups. We have our inverting. Sometimes what will happen is that you'll run into a state where you'll check to see what your end stop status is, and it'll be the opposite of what you thought it was when the end stop is reached. What you can do is you can type true instead of false, and that'll reverse the state, so it'll be the opposite logic. So that pretty much covers it for the moment for end stops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to load it here. So we're going to go to board, and we're going to select the Mega 2560 for our processor. And the next thing we're going to do is make sure that we have a COM port selected, which we do. So we're going to click this button for upload, and it's going to compile our changes and upload it to our board. And in a moment, I'll show you how to test it. Okay, we're going to open up Pronterface. We're going to connect to the MKS Gen version 1.4. And the first thing we want to do is check with G-codes what our Endstop status is. So we're going to type M119 and press enter. And as you can see, Xmin and Ymin are triggered, whereas Z is open. So we're connected to Zmin. So that makes sense. The other two are not connected, so that's why we're not seeing it. So now I'm going to actuate with my finger the end stop for the Zmin, and we'll see what happens. Now on the computer, I'm going to type M119 again and press enter. And now it says triggered. So now I'm going to release my finger. And I'm going to type M119 again and see what happens. And it says open. So if you like my tutorial, please press the like button and subscribe. And thank you for your time.